Hey, we're back on one of my favorite segments of the season, the rough trail segment. Now these bumps, they're about 4 feet apart. They are bigger than probably most people are gonna take, but if they could take these bumps, they're gonna take anything we can throw at it.
The Skidoo Renegade XRS 850, I got a chance to spend some time on, and it was a rocket ship. I mean, I had a lot of fun on it. It was set up for my style of riding.
You know, the 137 track worked well to get up on top of the bumps. You know, they really didn't change a lot to this chassis, but it kind of goes back to the old, you know, don't fix it if it isn't broke. This thing has worked wonderfully for years, and, you know, it still does. So until someone can kind of dethrone this thing, you know, it's really just time and proven it's unbelievable sled.
2019 looks really positive for them in the rough trail segment. They bring a sled to the table that last year was brand new and was our past rough trail championship sled. That G4, you know, Gen 4 to 850 chassis really works well. You know, until we have some new refinements, it's still going to be right at the top of the list for us in the rough trail segment. The rough trail segment for Polaris in 2019 was a little bit tough for us to choose a sled, you know, that we felt was going to be the complete best. You know, they have that XCR with the new 850 motor, and then we have the new Indy XC with the 850 motor. The XC though, and that 129-inch track length we found actually kind of pushed through the bumps that we found this weekend the best.
But really that 129 fits it. It fits the power, the handling on the trail. It weight transfers. That race-proven rear skid that they're using is just, it weight transfers nice, it takes the stutter bumps real nice, but yet you start hitting some bigger bumps, it still rocks on.
The Polaris 850 XC129, this thing was unreal on the rough trail. You know, we played a lot, but with the XC and the XCR, and both of them worked phenomenally. I chose the XC, I think more because of my snowcross background. So you can tell they've incorporated a ton of that. You know, it really did, it just felt at home. I mean, anything, you know, that's 3.5 foot deep whoops, and you could just skim the tops of them. And there again, the power transfers so well. That 850 motor is strong. You know, so the XC was an unbelievable investment.
The Arctic Cat ZR 8000 137 RR is really a great sled, and in the past it's been our rough trail champion. And they brought again, tried and true chassis to the table this year. I found myself, wanting to, start on that sled or run through that sled to kind of get my body warmed up, just because I knew how well it worked in the past.
In my opinion, it was a great sled. I had a lot of fun with it. We got a chance to kind of play and tag around the trails and really chase each other down, and that really stood out to me for really sucking in and holding the corners. It was a great sled.
This thing, really kind of felt at home for me. You can tell that they've incorporated a ton of their snowcross. Once again, it's got the QS3 Fox shocks, so there again, 3 adjustable clicks on that. The 137, it spanned those real well, so the thing just seemed to get up on top of the bumps. And honestly, you could pretty much go as fast as you dared go, and the sled would take whatever you could throw at it.
YAMAHA Sidewinder LTX SE. Now this was our only 4-stroke in this whole rough trail segment, which makes it a little heavier, but it really still took the bumps nice. I mean, for cruising down the trails, it was great to get to where it was rough, but when it was rough, I mean, you knew it was a little heavier with the 4-stroke, but when you got on the throttle, you had to kind of watch it. You'll see some of our running, we get going a little too fast sometimes. And Sledhead 24/7's Rough Trail Sled of the Year is a Skidoo XRS Renegade with the 850. Now this has done it in the past for us, and it's still tried and true. In that Gen 4 chassis, that thing is so well balanced, and the 850 motor has all kinds of pull. The shocks are so easy to adjust. Just simple clickers between the preload and the compression adjustment, and you can dial that in for whatever ride you want it to do.